One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the UCF Knights. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the UCF Knights offense will go to work first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Knights are in the hurry-up. The give to the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. The Knights will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So TCU's offense will take the field for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Horned Frogs are on the move. Touch pass on the run. Breaks the tackle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll give it to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
And the Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll toss it to the left. He breaks a tackle. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hamilton. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, TCU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Grabs it in the middle, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Third down play from the gun. Got his man. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Hodges. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Knights really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. I really like this call to go for it on fourth down in this area of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Snagged in the middle. It's Dennis. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run on the doorstep. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Pushes ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Absolutely center cut. Had to settle for the field goal.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Rushes on him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Illegal forward.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Got a little space. There he goes to the left. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
And the Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at 3. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be deep clawed, stopped in the backfield. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Into the house. Touchdown, TCU! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pocket breaking down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turns it on at midfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside.
Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Dennis. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hodges. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Knights want to crank the tempo. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wants to keep it in the air. With the catch, it's Dennis. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Knights decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's McWilliams. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Under fire. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Swings it out to his running back. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Hamilton. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
TCU.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.